We have Trey Wasser with us today, CEO of Dryden Gold Corp, a junior exploration mining company with assets in Ontario, Canada. Trey, good to have you with us today.
Thanks, Carlos. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, I'm glad we have you and I get the chance to talk to you. The main question, I'll go right into it, is what differentiates Dryden from other gold exploration companies right now?
Well, Dryden Gold is, which we just came public in January, so newly public company. But we spent 2 years consolidating a very important land package in the Wabigoon Greenbelt in Northwest Ontario. It's a very underexplored area with extremely high grade gold, and we believe that, well, in the market today and in the market going forward, grade is king, and you want to be exploring for high grade gold, and that's what we have there in that camp.
Right. Can you actually expand on the recent drill results from phase one that you just had?
Sure. We've actually just completed about 4,000 meters of drilling. We've announced the first 1,600 meters, and this camp has, well, it has a lot of high grade gold in it. It's always been very fragmented. The claim packages have never been put together to put together a systematic exploration program. And we were very lucky to hire some very smart geologists that worked at Red Lake, and might say that the geometry of these systems is very similar to Red Lake. And so we set out, and we're lucky that the gold is near surface. These structures, they start at surface basically. So what we did with the first program was they did some drilling in the known high grade zone to understand the structure and the plunge and how they might identify other of those structures, and then stepped out into some places that about 400 meters south and over on another vein system, and were successful in identifying more of these high grade shoots. And this kind of system, again, like Red Lake, will be made up of a long strike length with many of these high grade shoots. Some of them might go very deep, some might get broken up, but you need a lot of them. So the fact that in the first drill program they were able to identify specifically one on another vein, not where the high grade historically is, and hit 26 grams over 3 meters. So, we then did some more stepping out, and as the program has gone on, we haven't announced the rest of the results. So I'll let you ask the next question.
Yeah, yeah. So the next question was gonna be, what can be expected in the next phase of the drilling, in terms of results or in terms of expectations in general?
Right. So what we did then is we stepped out onto a third vein. We have 3 parallel vein systems there, and the first 2 are more of the high grade shoot kind of mineralization that I just talked about. The other vein is more of it's more of a sheared system, and so it seems to be more sulfides and probably thicker vein system there. The kind of, again, typical of the Red Lake region, these systems tend to have very long strike length. We drilled about 8 holes within 500 meters at the very north end of our patented claims, and those will be the next drill results we come up with. And then we stepped out to about 1.5 kilometers south to another old historic mine, not much of a mine, but we believe it to be the same vein system. Pretty sure it is. And so basically, and we with the step outs we did to the north on the Big Master, what we call the Big Master system, and the 1.5 kilometers on what is called the Aurora vein, we will, with this drill program, have increased our footprint from the historic drilling, which was done by the previous operator, drilled about 20,000 meters, hit this very high grade gold of crazy high grade, 53,000 grams per ton over 0.5 meter. And then they drilled all around that. but that was only on 200 meters. So we have stepped out, and now with the end of this program, we will have shown that our footprint has grown from 200 meters on one vein to 3 veins over 3 kilometers.
Right. So we've talked a lot about geology of your project. Let's go a little bit on the financial side. When can we anticipate some more financing for your company?
Well, we're kind of market dependent now. What we've done is, we raised successfully $5 million on our ITO at the end of last year. Basically, we were listed on December 27th. We started trading on January 10th. So we raised $5 million. So we have the budget to finish this drill program, probably do another 1,500 meters. We want to get that done this spring and get those results out and show the market that we've successfully expanded this footprint of what we have. And again, what we have there is a total of 50 kilometers, and just in the camp, just our patented claims are 7 kilometers. So we've got a lot more blue sky in there, and typically these things also go to depth. So on the financing, it's somewhat market dependent, but if we had to raise enough money to do a drill program with charity flow through, we would probably do that this summer. If what the gold price is doing today is maybe the start of some wind at our back, if you will, then we may be in a position to raise more money sooner and do some hard dollars and some flow through. But to expand our program beyond this year, this fall, and do more drilling this fall, we will need to do another financing.
Right. And in terms of financing, obviously, let's talk a little bit about retail investors. When will you be listed on the OTC? When can we expect that?
That OTCQB listing is in its final approval stages right now, so it should be, I won't say any day, but any week now, given the way the OTC operates. But that will be very important for us. We've started to build up some good momentum as far as our stock turning over and some good volume. But having that U.S. listing and U.S. registration and being DTC eligible is very important for the U.S. investor.
Right, 100%. So right now, where are you listed on for the auditors?
We're listed on the TSXV under the symbol DRY.
Right. So that's where you can find them. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I think if you want more technical information, you can certainly go to our website, drydengold.com.
Yep.
And we'll actually be within probably the next week or two launching a new website with a lot more data and a better overall navigation system. But we're also very open. I love talking to shareholders. Every press release has my phone number on it, my direct phone, and our president Maura Kolb, who's I didn't really probably talk about Maura enough. I mentioned that she came from Gold Corp, but she's a structural geologist that worked at Gold Corp for 5 years, and she ran the exploration program there. So she had like 90 people working under her, large budget every year at Gold Corp. Was very well respected also by upper management there. Was in one of their training programs to move into the corporate suite. And then we were also very lucky that her number 2 at Gold Corp at Red Lake became available, Anna Hicken. So we have a very strong geological team. But Maura's number is also on there, and although she's not as much fun to talk to as I am, we encourage people to call us and ask questions.
Okay, well, I'll be including all this information in the caption description below on our video. I'll have your website, contact info, so if anyone is interested, you know what to do. You can call them. Oh yeah, thanks so much for the interview, Trey. Okay.
Thanks, Carlos.